Hello, great people. Mad Mike here. How are you guys doing today? Ugly, 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 ugly loss. But I already see some comments in here just started off. Uh, First of all, I just want to give everybody a reality check. Right? So this is not going to be a very popular show. And I'm just telling you that a lot of your thoughts are just wrong. A lot of takes that we've been hearing and we're seeing from quite a few people just wrong. And this doesn't necessarily mean what it means. And I'm explaining why I just said that. A lot of you people just clueless. Everybody's still in their emotions. Everybody's still, you know how overreaction Monday is. Everybody have to go. Everybody got to get fired. I've heard people say that Arthur needs to give up the franchise after going 2-0. Arthur needs to go. Arthur Smith needs to go. Arthur Blank needs to go. Desmond Ritter needs to go. Need to trade Kyle Pitts. Y'all forgot that Bijan is one of the brighter young players in the NFL. You just forgot every dang on thing. Why? Because everybody in their feelings. And most of you guys are 80% wrong. Like I said, this is not going to be one of those lives where I'm going to sit up here and tell you everything that you want to hear. This is something that every Falcon fan need to hear. But I'm going to start with a few comments, just to be right off the bat. Um, and Kenneth, I appreciate it for joining us. Um, but this is a comment that's just like, all right, calm down, all right, calm down, little fella, big fella, little fella, whatever. 16-21, Arthur Smith and Terry Ford need to go. Buy out the rest of the season and get some serious help in here to straighten out this dysfunctional brainwashed team, please. Again, just like, what are we talking about? Like, some of y'all had crack cereal for breakfast or something. And the fact of the matter is just a lot of people are just, it's like, I'm not interested in your stupid comments. So if you're in here to actually talk stupid and be emotional, this is not the live for you. I'm here to give everybody, the truth about a lot of issues, and one of those issues is Kyle Pitts. What we're seeing from Kyle Pitts has a lot. It's multiple things when it comes down to Kyle Pitts. Multiple things. There's not one wrong. There's not one issue when it comes down to the Falcons teams. Like, my thing is, let me ask you guys a question. Let me ask you guys a question. How long has this team been together? This particular team, how long has this team been together? Like, we're here to talk the absolute truth. Okay? Like I said, I'm not interested in your, like, if you feel like you want to go somebody else's channel and air out your grievances with some of the most, like, whatever comes to mind, like, this ain't it. If it's stupid, it's stupid. If it's smart, it's smart. But how many this particular team, how long has these guys been together? Yeah. So, come on, y'all. Come on, type people. I know you got a few minutes. Come on, type. Y'all can type better than this when you trying to get your boo thing to get you $40. All right, come on, tight. When you're trying to get that little extra $100 to pay a cable bill or something like that, come on. I know y'all can type faster than that. How long has this particular team been together? 3 games. Corey Gary says technically this is 1 year. Truth, come on, bro. You know why I said the $40. So if this team has been together, not even a year, like this team has literally been together for a few months. Kyle Pitts is literally coming back from season-ending knee surgery, and we expect this guy to just come out the gate looking out like Kyle Pitts, like a fully healthy. And a lot of issues with players. It's not even the fact that like he's not physically able. A lot of the issues with a lot of players, it's like they're not mentally ready to play football. I honestly don't think the Atlanta Falcons are any doctor. And like I said, there have been cases where this isn't the case, but I don't think the Atlanta Falcons will put Kyle Pitts out there if he's not 100% physically ready to play. Now, mentally, there's something that's a different issue. But physically, I think Kyle Pitts is perfectly fine. Don't think the Atlanta Falcons would put him out there if he wasn't healthy. In fact, I know we just literally just saw Cordero Patterson say he was gonna go, and then the Falcons end up letting him, leaving off the active. So I know the Atlanta Falcons do the right thing with this offense and their players if Kyle Pitts wasn't physically able to go. And then it's like Pitts was made for Matt Ryan. I mean, that's not this is not true anyway. This is not true either. Why? Because Kyle Pitts had Kyle Trask as a quarterback in Florida. He looked unbelievable there. So it has this is I understand what people are saying, but like I said, we're here to talk about the truth of the matter. Kyle Pitts can make plays with it doesn't matter which quarterback is out there. And here, this is another stupid question. Like this stupid comment. Kyle Pitts doesn't have the passion to be the best. He's simply just lazy. That's just another dumb. Like I said, I'm not interested in you know. I'm not interested in this because people like I said, you don't like what you're seeing. We're just gonna just say things. It's like all right, now the Falcons have a deeper issue. And the deeper issue is small things. And I'm gonna do a little small little screen caption of why I believe this to be so. And Savage Falcon says play calling because he's throwing it on first down when there's absolutely no reason to the first down. The first two plays give it to Bijan, get the first downs, and then from first down pass it. I wouldn't disagree. I wouldn't totally disagree with that. Um, Satisfaction, I would say, and just the whole game. I want to see NFL scroll pies. And Craig, see, this is another issue that I have. It's like, and this is a conversation that we was having. I think there's a big problem with just the NFL and the NFL fans, the NFL, ESPN, the media. There's a big problem that's brewing, and a lot of people just and I'm just gonna be real. Everybody think just because you're a first round pick, you're just automatically going to be good. Just because you're a first round pick doesn't mean you're going to be legendary. Just because you're a first round pick doesn't mean you're going to be good. This is a major problem with the sports world. You're not going to see Ronald Acuna come out the gates legendary. Just because you were good in Alabama doesn't mean you're going to be good in the NFL. Just because you're good in Tampa Bay or Miami doesn't necessarily mean you're going to be good for another team. Just because you're a number one pick doesn't mean you're going to be good. Year after year, we see draft busts. Guys that are mega athletes. These guys can't stay healthy. These guys just aren't good. And every year, just because a guy's a top 3 pick, a top 5 pick, doesn't guarantee he's going to be great. Everybody think just because you're a top round pick or you got $100 million, you just automatically, yeah, Kyle Pitts is number 3 pick. We waste him. The truth of the matter is, what is fucking Kyle Pitts wasting his own talent? What if Kyle Pitts is wasting his own talent? What if the problem isn't Kyle Pitts? What if the problem isn't that Arthur Smith is a quote unquote bad play caller? What if the offensive line just freaking sucked? What if Bijan Robinson looked like a damn rookie? We gotta stop being so damn emotional because we're not seeing Kyle Pitts with 200 yards receiving and he's not dominating like Jerry Rice. Everything is a fucking failure if he's not looking like LeBron on looking like Bron running through the whole fucking defense. Everything is just terrible because guess what? Yeah, Bijan don't have 200 yards rushing. Sometimes just because you're a top pick don't mean you're gonna be great. Just because you made one Pro Bowl doesn't mean you're gonna make 6 and 7 and 8 and 9 and 10. Just because you got to a Super Bowl one time doesn't mean you're gonna get back. Aaron Rodgers. The problem with the NFL and the problem with fans right now is that we put these guys on such a pedestal, we forget that they're human beings. We forget that they have physical ailments. We forget that they have learning curves. We forget that these guys have to study teammates, have to study their opponents. We forget this stuff. The problem isn't the play calling for the Atlanta Falcons. I know that's not what people gonna want to hear. The problem isn't the fact that Desmond Ritter threw some inaccurate balls and the offensive line play like trash. This is not the problem. There's 2 things right now that's wrong with the Atlanta Falcons, and you will soon see that I am a prophet. Is that the Falcons don't have experience. One, the Falcons don't have experience. I asked you that question. How long have these guys been together? It hasn't even been 6 months these guys have been together. The Cincinnati Bengals teams have been together 3 freaking years, and we expect the Atlanta Falcons offense to look like the Cincinnati Bengals because we got Kyle Pitts and we got Drake London and we got Bijan Robinson. These guys haven't been together 6 fucking months, but we want them to look like the fucking Cincinnati Bengals after 6 freaking months. And I'm probably being generous with the 6 months. These guys have had 3 fucking games together. And we got stupid people in this damn chat. Like I said, I don't give a shit if you come back or not. People need to hear the truth. And the truth of the matter is, we don't give me a ring in 4 months. He doesn't love me, or she doesn't love me because she won't marry me after 3 months. Y'all done been together 3 months, but you up here talking about marriage and kids and all this shit. This is what's wrong with the fucking Falcon fan base, and this is what's wrong with the NFL fan base. Y'all want Super Bowl aspirations after 3 freaking games. Y'all want Super Bowl aspirations after 3 fucking games. Yep. Y'all want that. This is the problem with it. Drake London is in his 2nd year. He's not DeAndre Hopkins. He's not Hollywood Brown. This dude is in his 2nd year. Kyle Pitts, essentially, like this guy, he got hurt last year. I think he played like 8 games last year. Half the season he was out. So not only is he trying to get mentally back prepared to play the game, because like I said, the game of NFL, the game of football in itself, you have to be mentally prepared to take those hits and get hit. Have confidence in yourself on the field. Your knee going to hold up because you just had knee surgery. Like all these things go into effect. This is the first time that I've seen this year Bijan Robinson look like a rookie. This is the first time that I saw that a team physically. Now I'm not saying that they man and son Tyler all year, but this is the first time that I saw that he went down a couple times on the first hit. Sometimes you just get smacked in the face, and sometimes you just get beat the heck up. Now we didn't look like the damn Broncos. We didn't have people scoring 70 points on us, but we got our behinds kicked. So instead of just giving Detroit their kudos, we want to sit up here and just say, oh, Kyle Pitts need to be traded. Everybody need to be fired. This guy need to be fired. We need to trade Kyle Pitts away because he ain't using it. Oh, he's not using him right. Oh, let's trade him to Dallas. Meanwhile, Dallas lose to a damn Kyler. What are you talking about? A damn Kyler Murray. Okay, Kyler Murray less team. They lost to damn Arizona Cardinals, who rushed for over 200 yards on them. But we should throw every damn thing away with the Atlanta Falcons. Let me show you one of the reasons why I said this thing is a lot deeper than what it is. This is a play, okay? This is a play, a screenshot, bottom of the field. And you can find me on Twitter so I can show you. I will send you personally this video. This is a perfect example of the small, intricate details of football. This was quote unquote, by quite a few people was a dumb play. It was actually a brilliant play. But when you don't do the small things well, plays don't develop and plays don't go right. At the bottom of the screen, you see a guy, our first round pick, in Drake London. Drake London on this play, and there was Kyle Pitts came in motion. We had three guys, okay? I want to really say this. We got three guys on the right side of the field. We got the running back that's standing next to Desmond Ritter. You have Bijan in the slot, and you have at the bottom of the field, you have Drake London. Kyle Pitts is the fourth guy. He's going to come around. He's going to get the ball in his hands. And this play was blown up. Why? Because two guys, one guy at the bottom of the field is Drake London. He did not sell his route. And you have to make the DBs, okay? We have to make the DBs think that this play is going to be a pass play and not a quick play out of the backfield. Two, Bijan Robinson completely misses a block. And those guys end up tackling him from behind. And when it works, here's the second shot. This shot here, if Kyle Pitts, if Bijan Robinson hits that, and if at the bottom, anybody see that Drake London? He's half-assing it. At the bottom of the screen, if Drake London clears that route, Bijan makes that block, Kyle Pitts is wide. He's one-on-one because the guy at the bottom of the at the end of the line, the Detroit Lion defensive end, he's not catching Kyle Pitts. Kyle Pitts is one-on-one with a linebacker. So if Bijan Robinson makes that block, if Drake London decides he wants to actually run a fucking route and not just stand there because the ball isn't coming to him, that's at least a 5 to 7 yard gain. But being that these guys did not do a damn thing and they missed their assignment, it's a terrible play. But this is the reason why I say all the time, stop looking at the end result. You got to look deeper into a play than just, oh, it's just a dumb play call because it didn't work. These are the small, intricate details of football that people, a lot of these content creators, they say, oh, I know football, and oh, Jesus, oh, Carl Chen and Carl Britt, all these guys are so goddamn brilliant. No. Sometimes it's all about execution. If your players execute simple plays like blocking and putting their body on a guy, selling a route, when you know dang on well you're not going to get it, these are the things that Drake London has to learn. This is the thing that Bijan has to learn. Yes, I want Bijan to be a complete player, but he has to make this damn block. The same guy that ended up making the tackle, Bijan Robinson missed the block. These are the things that we talk about. The small, intricate details of Atlanta Falcons Nation. This is why we say the small, intricate details become huge. Because if Drake London blocks that guy, those two guys on this play that end up getting next to Kyle Pitts. Drake missed his block and Bijan missed his block. But we're up here talking about whether or not Arthur Smith is calling the right plays. We see the exact same plays in San Francisco. But you know the difference between Kyle Shanahan and that San Francisco 49er offense? Anybody want to tell me what's the difference between Kyle Shanahan's offense and the Atlanta Falcons offense, and we see this exact same play with the Kansas City Chiefs. The Kansas City Chiefs are known to do plays like this. Anybody want to tell me what's the difference? What's the difference between the Kansas City Chiefs, the 49ers, and what we see right now with the Atlanta Falcons? James, blocking. Falcon fan 408. They execute. K Styles, experience. Southside, effort and execution by the players. So this is one of the reasons why. This is the reason why I said King Kill, experience and execution. This is the reason why I say we can sit up here and be mad about whether or not, Arthur made the right play call. And yeah, it was several play calls in the game where, in just all games. Well, I was like, what the hell are you doing, Arthur? Like, what the hell are you doing? Yeah, I've said it, everybody said it. But for the most part, it doesn't matter which play that you call. If players aren't executing, doing their job, it doesn't matter. You have to pick up the block. You have to make the block. You have to sell your routes. This is why Julio Jones was such a great receiver, because people couldn't tell if it was a screen or the ball was coming to him or not. He sold everything. He sold the blocks. He sold his routes, knowing good and damn well that he wasn't going to get it. This is what made Julio one of the greatest of all time, is because you couldn't tell if it was a run or a pass. These plays matter, people. This is, like I said, everybody wants us to sit up here and put the blame on the offensive line and put the blame on Desmond Ritter. This is a lot deeper than just simple crap. Y'all just want to you just want to trade a guy away, and what happens? You end up trading a guy away, trading Kyle Pitts away, and then we end up getting another damn bum at tight end that doesn't live up to it. What you gonna say now? So you wasted 2 to 3 years to wait for a tight end to develop just to find out that he's a damn bum. We want to fire Arthur Smith just to bring in another goddamn Mike Smith or another damn Dan Quinn. That's gonna waste 3 years trying to figure out whether or not we got the right head coach, instead of just building the team the proper way and waiting for these guys to develop. Like I said, I'm no AFN. What we're not interested in is hearing a bunch of it's his fault and he suck and not look. I say this all the time. If you just look at the, let me see if I can pull up Kansas City offense. Just most of their offensive players, people don't even realize most of their players that they have aren't even first round picks, bro. Most of their offensive line, defensive line, most of these guys aren't even first round picks. How's that damn first round pick for the damn Chicago Bears looking? Anybody want to tell me how that guy in Chicago looking? Yeah, he looked mighty good. In them scouting reports, he looked mighty good. Let me see. Valdez Scantling. Okay. It's good. This guy was a so many other players. That's a lot of players. I'm trying to pull up this because one thing there's a misconception is that this like everybody's just supposed to be first rounder because you're a first rounder that automatically leads to you got to put in that work. Ivan Pacheco. Anybody know what Ivan Pacheco? Anybody know when he was drafted? Hmm. We talk about Tom Brady. All we talking about Tom Brady was a 6th round pick. And I hear this is why I get so frustrated with just fans. We say some of the most ignorant stuff as if it's true. He's a 1st round pick. We're wasting him. There's no guarantee that Kyle Pitts is going to be a Hall of Famer, but this is what ESPN and all these players say. Yeah, man, he's a unicorn. Well, that unicorn need to get his ass in film. Well, that unicorn need to get his ass. If he's not healthy, he needs to get the fuck off the field and get healthy. Because the shit that I saw yesterday was absolutely fucking pathetic. This dude didn't even try to get out of his break, and the ball ended up coming to him. And Brian Branch almost picked the damn ball off because guess what? Kyle Pitts half-ass a route. But we up here trying to say that Arthur Smith, look, Arthur Smith, he's not calling good play. That's why he's not running a route. If you're not getting the ball and you're gonna half-ass because you're not getting the ball, I don't want you on my fucking team anyway. I don't give a damn if it is Kyle Pitts. I don't give a damn if it's Drake London or whoever the hell. I don't want to see no players half-assing and on routes. We sit up here, look, I don't want to hear this dumb shit about they don't believe in Desmond because it's fucking stupid. You don't need a quarterback to sit up here and win games. Anybody know what happened with the Colts yesterday? Anybody want to know? Anybody know what happens to the Colts yesterday? Okay. I'll wait for that comment. Anybody know what happened to the Colts? What happened in that Colts game? Hmm. They won 22-19 against the $222 million. No, excuse me, $250 million. $50 million, and he up here fumbling the ball and doing all this stuff. They lost to Gardner freaking Minshew, but we're trying to figure out whether or not Desmond Ridder is the guy, and whether Falcons need to lean on Desmond Ridder. I'm hearing people saying you can't win games if you don't have a good quarterback. That's not true at all. You can't win Super Bowls if you don't have a number one pick at quarterback. Well, what happened to Nick Foles and that Philadelphia Eagles team? What happened to that what happened to Trent Dilfer and that Baltimore Ravens team? We see this shit time and time again, but we let these ESPNs and these fantasy football general managers or whatever the heck they are tell us what can't happen. Every year we see a below average above average quarterback or an average quarterback leads a team to a Super Bowl, Brock Purdy, or gets to an NFC championship, but you want to tell me whether or not they believe in Desmond Ritter? This has nothing to do with believing in Desmond Ritter. You goofs want to focus on whether or not the Falcons believe in Desmond Ritter. This man up here played 7 games in his NFL career, and you want to tell me whether or not these guys want to focus on like the Falcons they don't believe in Desmond Ritter? They're trying to build a team. They got more players to worry about than Desmond freaking Ritter. I don't think people realize how hard it is when you got 3, 4, 5 kids. You got to give everybody the same love. You look. Some of you people can't even do that. You can't even show your kids in the same house the same love, but somehow the Falcons are supposed to just focus all on Desmond Ritter. And yes, OG, I'm sorry. I'm going on a little tangent. He's gonna go on right after this. He cussing me out in the back, but I gotta get this out. I'm y'all gonna get OG True first in a little bit. All right, I promise you that. And he gonna expand on a few topics. Like he got a real hot one, a really hot one. But the Falcons have more issues and more players to focus on than just Desmond Ritter. You guys make everything about Desmond freaking Ritter. Arthur is a head coach. We have defensive coordinators. They got more things to worry about than just Desmond freaking Ritter. Y'all have dumbed the game down to sit up here and just focus. Oh, yep. The Falcons will be good if they get rid of quarterback. This is all about, at the end of the day, when it comes down to Kyle Pitts is half-assing it on routes. I don't know why. We'll soon find out why, whether he just doesn't believe in the offense or he's just hurt. And honestly, after I saw a play yesterday, I think he's still either a hamstring or he just doesn't have confidence in that leg yet. But I can totally rule out the fact that this has anything to do with him not believing in Arthur Smith. I don't believe that. No, this is stupid. This is what I'm talking about. Look, this is just a stupid comment. For anybody who believes if he looks the same way or worse in London, would you put Taylor in? What am I doing? This is exactly what we're talking about. About we're looking. The offensive line gave up 13 hurries, 8 tackles for losses, and 7 sacks. But we're worried about whether or not Desmond Ritter can throw a ball accurately. Let me say this again. The offensive line gave up 13 hurries, 8 tackles for losses, 7 sacks, and rushed the ball for less than 50 yards. But we up here worried whether or not Desmond Ritter is the answer. Maybe I should say that for a third time. The Falcons' offensive line gave up 13 hurries, meaning Desmond Ritter was hurried out of the pocket 13 times. The Falcons' offensive players was tackled in the backfield 8 times. And Desmond Ritter was sacked 7 times. So those 13 hurries plus 7 sacks, that's 20 times that the Detroit Lions hurried the Atlanta Falcons quarterback. And then you throw in the 8 times that they tackle our running backs in the backfield. for a loss. 28 times this Falcons offense had negative plays. What we're worried about whether or not Desmond Ritter is the guy. We're seeing our quarterback, we're seeing wide receivers drop passes. We're seeing our Pro Bowl superstar, number 4 pick in the draft, half asset on several plays. But we're worried about whether or not Desmond Ritter is the guy. And OG is going on about 10 minutes, okay? We're going to expand on this. And this is like I said, we don't do feelings and all this stuff at Atlanta Falcons Nation. We get the truth and we talk about every issue. We talk about every issue when it comes down to this team. There's more than one issue. One of these guys are just inexperienced, bro. They just don't have enough games under their belt. You can't be a street legend if you've been on the street one time. You can't say you El Chapo if you ain't sold but a gram. You can't say you the biggest deep throater in the world. I mean, you ain't deep throater but one. Tiana Trump. I'm just saying. Y'all wanna sit up here and just label guys Hall of Famers because they in the first freaking round. He got drafted in the first freaking round. Let's throw it to him every time. It's not how life works. You got to put in that work, dog. And right now, the Falcons need to put in that work before we sit up here and try to crown them anything and do this. And Desmond is going to be the guy. Bijan is that dude. Kyle Pitts is that guy because he's a first round pick. Got to put in work, man. The Atlanta Braves putting in that work. For the last 3 years, they've been putting in that work, and you seeing that. So let these guys go through their struggles, and there's going to be struggle. Most of us, we let's keep this real. Most of us learn our lessons not to do shit because we got burnt. I learned not to touch that stove again. I learned not to mess with a motherfucker like that because last time Shawty took me for everything I got. You learn your lesson then. So let these guys learn their lesson. Let them go through the bad times and see what they made of. But you got to go through the hell. If Matt Ryan would have given up after he scored 2 points in a playoff game, we would have never even got to a Super Bowl. Let these guys go through the growing pains. Let's stop trying to fire everybody and get rid of the owner and say we need to sell the team because we ain't going 3-0. The damn Broncos gave up 70 freaking points, but we up here trying to fire the damn Falcons and everybody in this organization because we lost one game to a team that ended up beating the Super Bowl champs. This Detroit Lions defense took it to that Kansas City team. They won. But we think it's just, all right, it's the end of the earth because we lost to Detroit. That's a very good team. Adversity builds great teams. Are you going to learn to cheat more or you going to learn to get more players? One of the two. Yes, that was a shot at the Patriots. But the Patriots decided they wanted to take the cheating route. Why? Because they got their ass kicked. So you either going to, learn to cheat or you going to develop better players and get better players. But you got to go through the adversity. You got to go through it. So Falcons fan, relax, people. So OG Truth is about to go on a few. He cussing me out because I'm going over his time. So I appreciate it. Just stay tuned. Same channel, Matt Mike Sports. OG Truth Hurts. He's about to go on. All right. And he kicking me out. So I appreciate y'all. I appreciate y'all for joining. But let's keep all this Kyle Pitts is just a great player stuff. Let him prove it. Because right now he's not doing it. He's lazy on his routes. He's not trying and he's giving up. But that's not the end of the world. He's still a young player and he has a long ways to go. And he's going to have a damn good career. But all this crowning players because they first round picks, it's just ignorant. You got to earn your right to be great. You got to work for your greatness. You got to work for your greatness. So stay tuned for OG Truth Hurts. He's coming right after this. All right. Stay tuned. All right. Don't go anywhere. Keep your phones and your tablets and your TVs. Tune to Man Mike Sports. OG Truth Hurts is about to go, but he kicking me out. I went over his time. I'm about to get fined by him, y'all. I'll probably just give him like $40. Let him have some fun. All right, bye. Deuces.